good morning. I am here to share with you my morning skincare routine. This is something that I do every single day to start the day. I either do it before my children wake up if I can, or while they're maybe eating breakfast, or while Will is helping in the morning, I will run upstairs and quickly do this. But I have found like a really very simple, efficient routine that works really well for my skin, that also just helps me feel really good in the morning and helps me get my day started. So if you have not checked out my evening skincare routine, make sure you go look at that video. I will say that my morning skincare routine has been more of like an evolution. When I first started to really care about skincare and a self-care routine for my skin, I started with an evening routine because for me, that was sort of my time to wind down at the end of the day and, take a shower and kind of do some self-care and just kind of like be by myself for a little bit before hopping into bed. I didn't really do a lot in the mornings. I would not even wash my face. I would like rinse my face with water and then just kind of go about my day. But I have found that my skin reacts and just does so much better when I give it a little bit of treatment in the morning before I get my day started. So I'm going to share what products I use and how to use them. So I have a video on the 4-step skincare routine, and every time I do a morning or evening routine, I always have those 4 steps in there. So make sure you check out that video too. But starting out, I wash my face in the morning. I love our Clear Pore Cleanser. This has salicylic acid in it, which is great for the skin, kind of can help to break up any congested skin, can help with oily skin. So for me, I still have combination skin, with my cycle, when I'm ovulating or when I'm actually on my period. My skin will tend to be either a little more oily or more dry, or I'll have more breakouts, depending on what's going on with my hormones. And I just really love this. It has a little bit of an exfoliator as well. So it just is a great way for me to start my skincare routine in the morning, and you just need a little bit. So I usually will wet my face, and I'll show you how much I use. I just use maybe a dime size amount, and I wash my face. Okay, so I do not use a washcloth in the morning when I'm using my cleanser. I tend to use my fingers actually to kind of massage my skin and kind of get the blood flow moving. I tend to wake up and feel a little bit puffy. I think just as I've gotten older, and honestly, I'm not getting the best sleep. My children, it's like roulette every night. One of them wakes up for some reason or another. And so I just feel like I have some puffiness and a little bit of stagnation. So I'll tell you what I do for that. But when I'm washing my face, and this is just a little tip for you, you can do some little massage. And even if you're using a warm washcloth and water, it's a great tip to get the blood flow moving on your face. So the first step I do is wash my face with our Clear Pore Cleanser that has the salicylic acid and a little bit of a gentle exfoliator. The next step is, to prep your skin for the products that you're gonna put on. And for me, I just use this Thayers Toner. I use the unscented one. So it is, the ingredients are very minimal. It's basically just witch hazel. This one has no fragrance in it. So if you're gonna use one, definitely get the unscented one. Beauty Counter makes a lot of great toners too, but this one has just worked with my skin and I've continued to use it. If it's not broke, don't change it. If your products are safe and working for you and you feel good about what's in them. So I will use just a cotton pad. I have used reusable cotton pads in the past. I honestly think that sometimes they can make me break out. Probably I wasn't washing them, frequently enough. So I just like to use a cotton pad to put the toner on. So the next step in my routine is the prep step, and that is where I use the serum. This is the best product that I use in the morning. I think everybody, I'm not saying this like lightly, I really truly think everyone should use the Beauty Counter All Bright Vitamin C Serum. This product is awesome for skin health. If you've followed me for a long time, you know that I don't want to use products just to use products. I really want everything that I use to be healthy and helpful for my skin. I want to have good skin health for the long term. You know, I do think that acne and fine lines and wrinkles, like that's all part of life and all part of aging. And I'm not trying to like eliminate those things, but I just want to have healthy skin. I want my skin to feel good. I want it to look healthy and vibrant. And I really think that the vitamin C serum is something that everyone can use in their routine. It has 2 forms of ultra stable vitamin C. Vitamin C is tricky. A lot of companies will say that they have like this giant percentage of vitamin C, but what you may not know is that vitamin C can break down when it's sitting on the shelf, especially if it's exposed to like water or anything else. And so companies may say they have like 20% vitamin C, but it may be like by the time that you get it, it may not be 20%. Beauty Counter uses 2 forms of ultra stable vitamin C to make sure that it's actually working and you're getting a good potent amount of that vitamin C. It includes turmeric, which if you know anything about turmeric, it's a fantastic antioxidant, great for the skin. And then this also has camu, which is another antioxidant. So this is just an awesome thing to use. You just need 1 pump. I sometimes cheat and use like 1.5 pumps because I love it so much. It smells so good. It smells like turmeric. I will say I have like 1 client who doesn't like the smell of this, but 99% of people like the smell. And it just gives you an immediate glow. It's just so good for your skin. So let that sit on there for a little bit. One of the biggest mistakes people make is as soon as they put their serum on, then they will put on their, their moisturizer, and you really need to let the serum soak in and dry a little bit. Let it do its work by getting into the skin. So I usually will brush my teeth at this point, or, check on something, get dressed. I'll let this sort of sit on my face for at least a couple of minutes, so that way it can absorb and do the work that it needs to. So definitely check out the All Bright C Serum if you have not. It lasts me about 3 months. I use it every single morning, maybe less than that because I use like 1.5 pumps. It's just an awesome product. So check that out. Okay. The next step in my routine is a moisturizing step, but I also do gua sha, however you want to pronounce it. I absolutely love doing gua sha in the morning. This is something that I used to do occasionally, and then I made it a habit and I started doing it every single morning, and it has changed my skin. I mean, I don't have perfect skin. I really don't. I mean, I just, I'm a regular person. I'm out in the sun a lot. I didn't take care of my skin when I was younger very well. I didn't really use a lot of products. And so I'm not saying that I have like the best skin that's fantastic, but for me, I'm really happy with my skin. And I really think that the gua sha has helped. So what gua sha is it's an ancient form of Chinese medicine, and it basically uses some sort of a stone product to help to move lymphatic, help to move fluid in your face and help with lymphatic drainage, help with blood flow, help to stimulate collagen, help reduce puffiness, and to help kind of break up any sort of stagnation that you might have in the skin. For me, the biggest thing that I see is puffiness around my eye area really decreases. And I have found that I have received or gotten less breakouts since I've started doing gua sha in the morning. You can do it in the morning or at night. I need to film like a specific tutorial on gua sha. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. I'm just going to show you what I use because this is just my morning routine. So I'm going to show you what product I use and how I fit this into my routine. So I use the Beauty Counter Brightening Oil at night. My favorite Beauty Counter oil to use. It is amazing. I have, over the past few months though, been using Primally Pure's Clarifying Serum in the morning when I do my gua sha. It's called a serum, but it's really a face oil. I don't know why they call it that, but it's, similar to Beauty Counter. It has a dropper. So I just use about 2 or 3 drops, and their clarifying serum is great for the skin, helps with like acne prone skin, whereas, the Beauty Counter brightening oil is awesome for brightening of the skin, and I just love to use it at night. You could easily swap these. I mean, Beauty Counter has fantastic oils. I honestly could do this routine with a Beauty Counter oil, but I started using this one and it works really well. So I just have continued to use it. So you're gonna pat the face oil into your skin, and you can also do this with the moisturizer, but what I use is this Primarily Pure oil, and then I go ahead and I do my gua sha. Now, I don't have a lot of time in the morning. This video is taking a lot longer because I'm doing a lot of explaining, but really in the morning when I come upstairs and I'm like washing my face and doing this, it takes just a few minutes. So my gua sha routine is usually very, very fast and very quick. So I basically want to focus on, you know, this broad part of my face right here. I do some gentle gua sha around my eye area to help with puffiness. I usually do some upward strokes around my forehead, and then I'll use sort of this side part of the gua sha for my cheekbones and for my chin area. Now, I have probably 5 different gua sha stones, like 3 different face rollers. I need to film a whole different video on just like facial tools because you don't need all of them, but because my job is, you know, skincare and beauty and wellness, I just love to have all the different things. But I really love this Wilding brand. It's really one of the best. It's very heavy duty, awesome to use. I think it's the most, it's probably my favorite tool, which is why I'm showing you how to use it. So I do this in the morning as part of my morning routine. Again, I do it very quickly, probably much quicker than you should. If you can take some time to like relax and do this, I think that that's, you know, very beneficial, but most of the time in the morning, I'm getting ready and it's like very fast. So I do the gua sha with my face oil, and that is it. That's usually where I end my routine. I'll put on some of the Primarily Pure chapstick and I'll either be done and just leave my face like this without any makeup on, or I will move on and do my makeup routine, which is usually also very, very simple. If I am having a couple of extra products that I will use depending on what's going on. So if I do have a breakout, which, you know, I do because of my cycle or whatever, I will use our Counter Control Acne line. This is the all over acne treatment. It has 2% salicylic acid, which is the most that you can get over the counter. I will use this at night and in the morning to help knock down the inflammation. So I'll just use like a little pump, a little bit, and I'll just kind of put it like right here. I have some acne up here. I'll put it wherever and I'll just leave it on and let it dry. And kind of use this as a spot treatment, even though it's for the whole face. I tend to just kind of use it where I need to, but this is an awesome product. If you're someone that struggles with breakouts occasionally or frequently, or if you have a teen in your life that is struggling with hormonal acne, this is a great product to have. And it pairs really nicely with the Counter Control cleanser that I use. The other product that I will use in the morning, depending on what I need, is if I have like extreme puffiness, if I didn't get sleep, if I went to bed really late, or, you know, I don't know, I've stayed up or whatever the case may be, I will use these Derma E Vitamin C Bright Eye gel patches. These rate really good on the EWG website. Beauty Counter used to have some awesome ones and we stopped selling them. This is like an entire container of them. They're just one-time use. You put them on under your eye, throw them in the trash when you're done. I think this package has 60. I don't remember where I got that number, but it's a, you know, there are a lot. And I found these at Fresh Time. You can also get them at Ulta. But again, they rate really well. So if I'm, you know, needing a pick-me-up, or if I'm doing a video, or if I have like something that I need to look more wide awake, I will use these. And then of course, I will use eye cream after that if I'm really struggling with puffiness or under eye issues. I use eye cream mainly at night. I usually don't use it in the morning, but if I do need a little extra pick-me-up, I'll use the Counter Time the Renewal Eye Cream and just do like a little bit under my eye area. So that is my morning routine in a nutshell. Again, this video is long because I was explaining everything and taking time, but typically it's very fast, like 5 minutes, maybe a little longer if I'm taking some more time to do some gua sha. But hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.